again. Here to testify in favor of this bill, to attempt to answer some of the questions that have been brought up, and also to give you the overall background. This is a copy of the Wharton School of Business, an independent copy done by the Wharton School in Pennsylvania. The title of this is the Wharton Residential Land Use Regulatory Index, done in 2007. And this study was done across the United States of America to determine costs and time frames for development relative to the issue we're talking about at hand right here. So first, I want to talk about the broad base. That's the specifics, but there's a bigger broad-based issue as to why we're here. I'd like you to call your attention, please, to the pamphlet that was handed out at a clerk to you for I bring your attention to this page. This gives you an index as to market share, median lot price, and median lot size in various regions in the United States. Median lot price in Rhode Island, in New England, is $100,000 as indicated. Median lot price in Rhode Island is $125,000 or more, so it's even higher than this. In other areas of the United States, $30,000 for a buildable lot, $35,000, $45,000, $39,000. It's less than a third of the cost of the land for single-family residential than it is in the state of Rhode Island. The net result of that is to drive the entire cost of housing higher in our area. We all want jobs. We all want to stop the brain drain. So the question is, why are the costs so high in our area, in particular area in Rhode Island? So I bring you back to page 1. Page 1 indicates a list and a survey that we've done and data that we've put together of the reasons why the costs of lots in the state of Rhode Island are substantially triple the cost in other states, quadruple the cost in other states, which drives the cost of housing. Keep in mind, a sheet of plywood and a 2x4 in the state of Rhode Island is essentially the same. Whether it's in Georgia or Massachusetts or North Dakota, there might be freight charges, but the bricks and sticks are the same. There's variations in labor. The one particular variation that kills us in the state of Rhode Island is the cost of the dirt, the lot we build the product on. It's not the cost of the 2x4s, the gypsum board, and the roof shingles. It's not necessarily the cost of the labor. It's the cost of the lot to build it on. The particular one we're looking at right now is highlighted in yellow. Time. So the question I ask all of you is, do you want to fix Rhode Island, make Rhode Island affordable so we can keep our young and provide homes for people to live in for the jobs that we want? Or not? Because we have to address this list and make us competitive for people to be able to have jobs here and be able to afford to live here, particularly our young coming out of college. Right now, that's not the case. So let's talk about the time. Now we get back to the Wharton study. Fact of the matter is, if you look at the study, they ranked. Look on next page right after the chart, 4 pages back. Okay. These are the state rankings for cost of development and time. They take time costs in terms of how long it takes and what the time does to drive up the cost of development. And they surveyed towns and cities within each state. In Hawaii, it's an island, there's only Honolulu responded to the study. In Rhode Island, 17 out of our 39 towns responded. Was a fairly representative. And this is information from the cities and from the towns. The cost of time and the development were the worst and the highest in the United States of America, according to the Wharton study. Next page. Next page deals with the metro areas. Providence, Fall River, Warwick, Rhode Island, metro area. Cost values that we're talking to relative to time of development. Worst, highest cost of all these areas. Higher than Seattle, higher than San Francisco, higher than Denver, higher than New York, higher than Boston. Not by little, higher by a lot. Why? Time. Call your attention to the last page. Based upon, this is excerpts from the Wharton study. Approval delays. Call attention to the last two lines. Of the 16 communities in Rhode Island that responded to the questions, 7 replied that review and approval time had increased, while one community, Warwick, responded the time had gotten much longer in the last decade. Wait, stop, think about that. The times got longer in the last decade. What happened in the last decade with housing? We had the worst housing recession, depression, since the 1930s. We're building fewer houses than we ever have on record on an annual basis. And look, previous chart and the information you have here, at the number of single-family permits. 2002, 2,127 units built in Rhode Island. And yet somehow, now you go forward to 2012, 682. 2011, 575. 2015, 843. The volume is way down. And by the way, these unit quantities for building permits includes RIMFAC housing, which is not for-profit developers, builders that are building it. That includes the RIMFAC units that are being built. Subtract the RIMFAC units, you're actually down 400, 500, 600 units, single-family house construction. Take that out. So how is it that in this 10-year period, where volume has dropped by 75%, the time has increased and the cost has gone up? Now go back to the last page which we just talked about in the Wharton School. The percentage of cost that's gone up. 90% in costs. At the last cost to develop, 14 of 16 respondents selecting 90% cost of growth or more. 2 came in at 70%. The towns themselves estimated that the cost for development that they've put on the cost of the developers has gone up 90% or 70%. In the same time frame, where the number of units has dropped, the time's gone up. In the 1990s, relative to questions brought up earlier, in the 1990s we were doing 3,000 units of housing a year or more. We're doing hundreds now. When that was done, when this statute was written, based upon 3,000 to 3,500 units per year, they came up with a time frame based upon that level of volume. So how is it that in the 1990s they were able to get those projects approved and so to meet the market demand in less time than it is now? Same towns, small towns, large towns, same thing. It's at the point of being egregious. And remember, relative to the question about zoning, we're asking for 30 days to 20, 10 days. We're asking for some teeth to be put into this. And we're asking also to work with us to drive the cost down. Representative Newberry asked about surrounding areas. State of Massachusetts, just if I may.
Okay.
Total days from initial submission to final approval, including preliminary, pre-preliminary, preliminary, and final, 135 days from beginning to end. That's in statute. So, thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. Any questions, Mr. Baldwin? Thank you very much.